everybody. We've got to talk. This video is basically an update video. I'm gonna be talking your guys' heads off, so if you don't really care, just come back for the next video and hopefully it's way more interesting. But I haven't vlogged in 6 days, which is quite a long time. So I just really want to catch you guys up. A lot has happened. A lot has happened and not a lot has happened. Last we spoke, I dropped Lindsay off at LAX. Los Angeles was so much fun. Hanging out with Lindsay was so much fun. I just couldn't speak more highly of the experience. It was really, really great and exactly what I needed after all of the negativity and drama with my car. I drop Lindsay off at LAX. I meet up with my friend Mel over drinks, got to chat, and then I hardcore stealth camped in LA, like ninja style. Totally fine, went really well. But I woke up with a nasty cold, like chest cold, like congestion and like a hack cough and like really gross, awful stuff. And I'm still sick, so it's definitely hanging around. So I drove back up to Malibu and enjoyed the beach for a little bit. It's just so beautiful up there. And then I took the scenic route from LA to Laguna Beach. I'm talking golden cliffs, seaside mansions, absolutely beautiful drive. Got to Laguna Beach. Laguna Beach is so cool. Total like surf town. I really enjoyed it. I got to hang out on the beach there and got some ramen. By the way, back on the vegan thing, well, at least for now in the story. Spoiler alert. Ugh. From Laguna Beach, I just drove down the coast a little ways to a rest stop and slept there. Wasn't great. Rest stops are not the place to sleep in my opinion, but it sure does get the job done. I'm alive. I got sleep that night, so that's fine. Woke up the next day, moseyed my way towards San Diego, and basically spent the next few days laying as low as possible, not really doing anything, just really focusing on just getting better because I've been pretty sick, and editing videos. Super, super low-key San Diego time. The one interesting thing I did during this point was visited Black's Beach, which is a clothing optional beach. It involves a very intense hike, intense short staircase down a cliff, which is so cool. Hung out on the beach, I set up a tent. I did muster the courage to go topless for a little while. Definitely has its pros and cons of the experience, but all in all, I'm glad I did it. And the beach, clothing or no clothing, is beautiful and amazing. There's paragliders that just like are everywhere and really cool spot. I mean, I would recommend people visit that area. It seems like a popular go-to spot in San Diego. The next day is when things really hit the fan. Now, I was sick, not feeling good, so I wasn't really in like the best place. I wasn't like necessarily happy. San Diego is also like, I was hanging out in like Walmart parking lots and stuff and like Starbucks, and I just saw like a lot of like druggies and homeless people, and I just wasn't really having like the greatest time. I'd been hearing sounds in my car for the last few days, and I was just, you know, being attentive and observant and just continuing to drive. But that morning I woke up and I started driving and I was like, no, this is not okay. So I just pulled into this mechanic. So the car drama continues. Dearest Minnie is falling apart fast. Alright, let's have a look-see. My control arm was broken. That was the sound I was likely hearing. He also wanted to replace the axle shaft, and apparently I need new brakes. He quoted me $1,200! $1,200! I had already spent, you guys, I had already spent $1,000 on my previous car drama. Back in Paso Robles, I told myself, if this stuff costs more than $1,000, I'm not gonna pay it. But I got it right under $1,000, and I did it. But at this point, it's like, well, I've already invested that amount of money, you know, the time to bail was in Paso Robles. At this point, I need to commit, otherwise that grand was for nothing, you know? So I'm freaking out, you know, this was not a good day for me. I called my mechanic back home and he basically like saves me like so hard he was able to purchase the parts with his discount, have them shipped over to the mechanic, and basically I just had to pay them labor. I also did not get new brakes, which is problematic, but I'll get back to that in a moment. The total cost came to $558, so, you know, not quite $600, but definitely a lot of money. Got the work done, got the car done that day, and then things take a positive turn and I'm able to crash with my friend Leah. For longtime viewers, you guys remember Leah, I hope. She was in my Vlogmas videos, and then she flew to Yellowstone. We drove from Yellowstone up to Glacier National Park in Montana together, and we had so much fun. She's a great travel buddy. She's always traveling. So she was in town in San Diego visiting a friend of hers, and they were at the Hilton. And they're like, yeah, come stay with us. So they were out on a cruise that night. So I was able to check in, and I literally had a Naked and Afraid marathon. Naked and Afraid! Woo! This is the best night ever! He tapped!
26 pounds.
He tapped, you guys. He didn't make it. Even though I was thinking about tapping today, I haven't tapped yet. I guess I am kind of naked right now. Am I afraid? Third Naked and Afraid episode I've watched tonight, you guys. The spiders are hella big in this one. Oh, I can't even. This is the first episode I've ever watched where the guy actually wants to, like, be intimate. Like, he gets creepy. I don't like this at all. I'm upset. Naked and Afraid, y'all, for the week. It was so good. Naked and Afraid is like my favorite show. I just am obsessed with it. I hope someone out there agrees with me because it's awesome. And took a long shower. It was exactly what I needed. I was feeling so incredibly low that day. It's been a rough, I'm having a little bit of a rough time, you guys. It was really nice to just like kick back, relax. It was great. It was so great. So the next morning, I have to go back to the mechanic because I'm hearing an alarming sound, a new sound that was not there before. I go back, I test drive the car with the guy. He's looking at things, whatever. Now apparently, my engine mount is loose because everything around it got tightened and now there's new parts around it. So now apparently the engine mount doesn't have as much support around it, so it just wiggles. So now it makes a new sound, and apparently it's fine. It's not gonna like fall off or anything, and everything's fine. I mean, hopefully. I really wish I could just work on my own damn car. So that was interesting. Then Leah and I went and got some breakfast in San Diego, and we got pedicures. Look, black, like my soul. But I really needed a pedicure, you guys. Not so much because of the feet part. I just needed it for like my soul, like my heart. My heart has kind of been broken from my car just now being unreliable. So I needed it. The three of us then went out for sushi. Oh yeah, that's where this vegan thing stops. As soon as my car broke again, I kind of threw it out the window again. In times of stress, you guys, I can be a little self-sabotaging. Just admitting that. So the vegan thing, I'm just like, screw this. So yeah, I did have sushi last night, and we got to like go to the beach. I got to look at Mexico, which was super cool. I originally wanted to go to Mexico, but at this point it's just not gonna happen. And then we went hot tubbing last night, and yeah, it was really nice. The hotel here is really, really nice. That brings me to today. We just checked out of the hotel. I said my goodbyes to Erica and Leah. Again, if you guys are watching, thank you guys again so much. I needed a sanctuary space to, you know, so thank you. When the car problems re-entered my world, I just felt incredibly burnt out. I really wanted to give up and I was just ready to go home. I'm starting to feel that. I'm starting to feel ready, and that I've been traveling for a long time. And if things were going perfectly, I'm sure I wouldn't be feeling that way, but it is the way I'm feeling. I'm just being 100% honest. Yeah, and that's another reason, other than my cold, I've just been so unmotivated to make videos because I'm feeling low. I'm just feeling low. It is what it is. But having had this time to reset, I'm ready to keep going. I'm hitting the road today and I'm starting the journey back. I mean, it's still gonna be like 3 weeks of traveling, but it's crazy. But I think that having this opportunity to stay in a nice hotel and be with friends, I'm feeling ready to like keep making videos again and keep going. Yeah. Just a sidebar, I've been uploading videos every even day of the month. So any date that is an even number, I've been posting a video. I hope that is working for you guys. It just lets me get away with taking 6 days off if I need to, which is amazing because then you guys are still getting the same experience, but on a more even basis. So I hope you guys are okay with that and you've been liking it. If you guys are watching me regularly, please give me feedback in the comment section. If it's like weird for you to like watch my Snap story and then watch my videos and they're like completely different because I'm like a week off. This is the final stretch. It's time to not focus on the past and not worry about the future too much, but we'll get to that here in a moment. I just kind of want to do the present right now, so let's do that. Out around Sunset Cliffs in San Diego. It's so insane to say this out loud, but this is my last time seeing the ocean on this trip. And of course I am very confident that it won't be so long until I get to see the ocean again, but it is still sad, and this is the most southern point that I will be reaching. I'm heading home. Slowly but surely I am headed in that direction at this point. So I'm gonna just take in the waves, smell that kind of nasty, seaweedy kind of smell that I've come to love. It's a beautiful day and it's really beautiful here, so I'm just gonna kind of be still, be quiet, take it all in one last time. It's so beautiful. first official stop on the way home. I am officially headed eastward, and we have finally entered the last phase of this trip. I visited the south, I drove the entire east coast and over through Canada, spent an amazing time in the Rocky Mountains, drove the entire west coast from Vancouver to San Diego, and now I start heading back. I'm headed back to Minnesota. But I did want to stop here. It was a bit out of my way, but a place that I've always seen photos of, and it just seemed like such a amazing, beautiful place to go. Salvation Mountain. I'm not gonna lie, I know nothing about this place other than I've always seen photos of it, and it's just been a place I've always wanted to visit. So here I am, and it is magnificent, I must say. It's totally good vibes here. It's really awesome. I am kind of on a bit of a time crunch, and that is kind of the last place that I want to update you guys on in this video as far as what is next for me. I've had so much drama recently with my car, and I did recently decide not to replace my brakes, even though it was highly recommended that I do so. And that means I am basically shortening my trip back. I'm not gonna be going as far out of the way as I originally intended because I'm trying to get home with the brakes that I have. So I have to be a little more selective. If I learned one thing on the West Coast, I learned that it is absolutely necessary to slow down here and there. And that is something I would like to carry into the final few weeks of this trip. I'm gonna go home and keep making videos, and I guess that's the shortest answer I can say at this point. I don't really know what I'm gonna do for employment, where I will be staying, how long I will be back in Minnesota for, but I am gonna keep making videos because there are so many videos I want to make. That is what I hope you guys are looking forward to, is the next chapter of my journey as a YouTuber. But I'm so excited for the final leg of this trip, and I'm excited to go home and just like be with the people that I love. And as amazing as all these places are, regardless of weather or restaurants or hikes, whatever, regardless of all that, it is the people that make a place. It's all about love, my friends. Kind of like this place, it's all about love. Good vibes, my friends. Good vibes. Yeah, I hope you guys didn't mind me just filling you in a little bit on what I've been up to and what I have coming up. But I really appreciate everyone that's been watching and bringing me love and support and encouragement. So it's been a rough couple weeks, and I really appreciate everyone out there who cares. Thank you so much. Okay. All the love I feel right now, right in this place, sending it to you guys. I love you so, so much. Peace. See you soon.